Hi, Gary here. You know, many times before you go forward in life, you know something's coming up, there's a lot of preparation involved. You know, big life changes. You're going to buy a house, you're going to have a child, you're going to be buying a second home, many things like that. There's a lot of preparation. Just don't do it immediately and then think about the ramifications later on. One of the big things that's going to happen over the next decade or two is this huge transfer of wealth. There's been numbers all over the place, 40 trillion, 30 trillion, and so forth. But it's a big, big number. And that money is going to go to boomers and Gen Xers and millennials. And the issue is that all of a sudden, here's a bunch of younger folks, parents typically doing this, who are going to end up with a lot of money, millions of dollars. But they probably will not be prepared for it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you don't have millions of dollars, believe me that it takes time to get comfortable with millions of dollars. You've seen it all on these shows where people win the money and yet later on you find out it destroys their life. And that's because they don't know how to deal with that money. So one thing that can really work real well is for parents and grandparents to communicate this to the next generation and start bringing them in. Bringing them in so that they can start seeing how this works, having them on statements, having them with meetings with them, going through each one of these and allowing them to start to understand how this all operates in their life so that when they do receive the money, there's a lot of prudence involved and they understand what it takes to make sure they can maintain that level of wealth successfully into the future and so it doesn't destroy their lives. If you're wondering how long, about a decade. You'll see that it takes about that much time for someone who's going to receive a lot of money to get used to what a lot of money feels like and how it operates within their lives. So it doesn't end up controlling them, they end up controlling it. And that's the most important thing. I think every parent and grandparent wants that. So next time you're thinking about how you're going to educate your children to communicate it, do it sooner than later. Just will do a great job for them and help them be prepared for the future in a great way. So until next time, enjoy.